Some dreams don't fail because they're impossible. They fail because they're spoken too soon. This is a story about silence. And the dreams that survive because of it. Ethan was the kind of person people liked instantly. He talked easily. Laughed often. Shared ideas freely. Whenever a thought entered his mind, it didn't stay there long. He believed dreams grew when spoken out loud. So he spoke them. At coffee shops. At family dinners. Late at night with friends. I'm going to start my own company one day. I want to write something meaningful. One day, my life will look very different. People smiled. Nodded. Encouraged him. And for a moment, Ethan felt alive. But weeks passed. Then months. And slowly, each dream faded. Not with a loud failure. But with quiet neglect. Ethan couldn't understand it. He was motivated. Talented. Surrounded by support. So why did every dream feel lighter after he shared it? As if some invisible weight had been taken away. Ethan noticed a strange pattern. Every time he spoke about a dream, he felt relieved. As if saying it was enough. The urgency disappeared. The hunger softened. And life returned to normal. One evening, after another long conversation about future plans, Ethan walked home alone. The city was loud. But inside him, something was quiet. Not peaceful. Empty. He realized something uncomfortable. Talking about his dreams felt good. But doing nothing afterward felt worse. It was as if the dream had already been rewarded. Without ever being earned. That night, Ethan remembered his grandfather. A quiet man. Few words. Calloused hands. As a child, Ethan once asked him, "Why don't you talk much about your plans?" His grandfather had smiled gently. "Because some things," he said, "grow better in the dark." Ethan hadn't understood then. Now. He wondered if that silence was the reason. His grandfather built a life so steady. Without ever announcing it. A few months later, Ethan met an old friend, Lucas. Lucas had disappeared from social circles years ago. No posts. No announcements. No big words. Yet there he was. Calm, grounded, fulfilled. They talked over coffee. Ethan spoke, as always. Ideas. Plans. Dreams. Lucas listened. When Ethan finished, Lucas asked softly, "Do you mind if I tell you something strange?" Ethan nodded. Lucas leaned in slightly. "Every time you speak about your dream," he said, "your mind thinks part of the work is done." Ethan laughed nervously. Lucas continued. "Silence keeps the dream hungry. Words feed it too early." That sentence stayed with Ethan longer than anything else. Ethan decided to try something different. Not forever. Just once. He chose one dream. Only one. And he told no one. No friends. No family. No social media. At first, it felt uncomfortable. The dream pressed against his chest. Asking to be spoken. But he didn't release it. Instead, he worked quietly. Early mornings. Late nights. Small steps no one applauded. Something unexpected happened. The dream felt stronger. More personal. More alive. Without outside opinions. It stayed pure. Without praise. It stayed hungry. Ethan began to understand. Silence wasn't hiding. It was protection. There were moments he almost spoke. When doubt arrived. When progress felt slow. He wanted reassurance. Validation. Someone to say, "You're doing great." But he remembered Lucas's words. And his grandfather's. Some things grow better in the dark. So Ethan stayed silent. And kept moving. Months later, something changed. Not dramatically. Not loudly. But meaningfully. Ethan's work reached a place where words were no longer needed. Results spoke instead. People began to notice. Not because he told them. But because his life looked different. Someone asked him one day, "When did this all start?" Ethan paused. And smiled. "I didn't announce it," he said. "I protected it." Not all dreams need an audience. Some need silence. Patience. Time. Words are powerful. But so is restraint. Silence doesn't kill dreams. Sometimes. It's what keeps them alive long enough to breathe. If this story felt close to home. Maybe there's a dream you've been speaking too loudly. Maybe it doesn't need advice. Or applause. Maybe it just needs your quiet commitment. And if you're drawn to stories like this. Stories that don't rush you. Don't shout at you. You're welcome to stay.